Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Volunteers have been waiting and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. First down here for the offense. The receiver on the jet sweep. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint. The ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Hands it off. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Skips away from pressure. Oh, picked off. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Volunteers! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3 and out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Bringing it out. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll give it to the back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. Smashes through. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete on the right side. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. The quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Snatches it on the right. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the 1st down.
Great job by the quarterback, the running back, and the offensive line really selling pass. That's step one. If you're going to run an effective draw, it's got to look like pass, and then boom, you sneak it right to the running back, gets a big gain, and gets a 1st down.
And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now on the option. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for room, it's Frank. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They'll go to the air on third and short. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tony.
Continues to fight for yards. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
He'll come out throwing on first down, using his feet to buy time. And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way. After making the interception, he sets up his offense by running it back to the 39. First down to start the drive after the break. Fast motion from the offense. Forced out of the pocket. And this sophomore quarterback learning when to use his legs to move the chains. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. It's a draw. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
And nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do with it.
Off the play fake. Now improvising. Going to try to get it himself. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Give to the back. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. The lone back's got it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Virginia Tech delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way Logan Thomas, Tyrod Taylor, and the great Michael Vick used to do it. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to... trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game. And I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches then.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a 1st down.
Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. They've been running it, but now the pass. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UNC!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Well, he might have wanted to just let that one go to see if it would go into the end zone, but makes the fair catch at the 5. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Hill. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. They'll rush to the line, clock stops with a 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Hand off from the gun. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They're facing a 3rd down. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Volunteers decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's going to run it. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
The Tar Heels will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Finds his man. It's McCray.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage. And when he drags across the field, he could see he had him.
He wants to take the top off. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, North Carolina! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
Signals for a fair catch around the 5-yard line and hauls it in. He's backed up deep in his own territory. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Feeling some heat. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Tar Heels will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with 1 play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
1 play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
They're working that left side, and they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
I don't know if this is the time for this type of risk. Offense going for it inside its own 40. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got a 1st down and maybe a lot more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. At the 45 on his way. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Vols want to crank the tempo. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Powers through. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, on 30 short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Ball is at the 3-yard line. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone, but they'll need to move forward here on 4th and short. DBs locked up tight on the receivers. Trying to show their strength with the run on 4th down. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They'll go with a direct snap. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
Quarterback sneak for the touchdown.
3rd down and goal. I want the touchdown. Is it predictable? Do I know he's going under center? Do I know he's going to run a quarterback sneak? Yeah, but guess what? It's still so hard to stop. That's why you see it so much down here in the red zone, especially in situations like this in 3rd and goal when you need it. Touchdown for the offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Here's the handoff. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. The play action fake. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, the DB never even backpedaled. He never even thought that receiver was running deep, and that's why he was able to put his foot in the ground. He smothered that curl route, knocking it away.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He'll try to do it himself. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
This is why 3rd down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for. Some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line. It confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Wide open downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Floating away. Looking for the end zone. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
You can't give points away when you're a QB. You have to understand, I got to be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those are really tight windows. But, man, the one thing I cannot do is turn the football over. I got to make sure I get points. Really poor decision. Great play by the defense.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Frank. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. The Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. On the return, it's Higgins. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive.
And he's running in the open. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The ball's racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wide receiver shows motion. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown ball. Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got him, and they convert. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
Quick pass on the fly motion. Still on his feet at the 40. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. And the Tar Heels want to move quickly. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Quarterback checking off. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. He's loose. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The Tar Heels are on the move. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Pressure coming.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. On second down, he'll let it fly. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Tennessee. What a great play. What a huge moment for this defense. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers, go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Third down and 1, and this is why they call it a gut check. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Here comes the option. Fights off a defender. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Nine-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Trying to impose their will with the run.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yard. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And the Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. Quarterback will audible. Comes out throwing on first down. Looking to the big tight end. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
6th play of the drive coming up. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Quick strike complete.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
They could really use a few yards here on 3rd down, because from here, it would be a 61-yard attempt. They'll try to get the first through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. give to the running back. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The offense will use the timeout clock as stopped with 22 seconds left. The Tar Heels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there, finish this thing.
Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lanes, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Volunteers want to pick up the tempo. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd down.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Working that left side now. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. These corners backing off a bit. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's taking the deep shot. And it's incomplete, and the last chance comes up empty, and the ball game is over. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made it